Haji ye esa dan famo ko me allegation no ko Auditor General nyanta resign no kabri ni ko be fi de janne ya but fo bi ko ya kana finti
ifada barka da kenga jibe lal konto once again sainte ngal mebe na la mo jibe la koteke fatu yalo ni ko ni manki kukutolti ni menata the history jibe about auditing na banko la masakunda la karola particularly with regard to the president. Sometimes when Karamba Toure was there, the former Auditor General, when things were intensified, Kandita Masakunda Kang, when President Oyaninka about these audit issues, like corruption or allegations of mismanagement, allegations of Kalual Dampi, ke Jimendi, Purmodo, Ka Febosodoje, and Kukoto member Kumewo, Arajabiro was very simple and precise. Ako auditing wala auditor la reporto mirar kensan wala mo ama fu mirar mo dako mirar kensan wala mo okay and mirar fana ako they could be bias wala mo is a karata no le ay ñine laaw kuma kan dala so ngajele karamba even though opportunity be lunje pour kala contrat ni extend after the force expiring president man na wo contrat ni renew and then allow le aita because ala contrat expire anata modo taw ko minkata modo siset bido watolu what comes to my mind wala minto ko I think modo sise the current auditor general me alon ko ya bon DJ forcefully because I'm not saying he's not the auditor general, he was forcefully removed anyway without due process. So allow nato je karamba succeed najiro ta ketani hammol lel kang to suppress the publication of reports. Manaka auditor niya do kolke konti bon la niya do kolke ibe fintilla watol mento animu warsival be benna banko dungo la minaro be kala muneti ni woketa ay masakunda tor la munela at the partisan political side war ruling party abune mun la lekan ko ya kolto in terms of perception olu namiro to ya moti senate je pour ka wala suppress pour ka wala nyaji saje time frame ni si gino ni wato wati auditor ya ne fo wosi kamno nyamenna. So unfortunately, I think the president is somehow maybe behind knowing exactly auditing because Auditor General is a head. But auditor generally junior staff so member granoto sembo bole konola so no tade do kol ke pareta ya do kolta ya di dulala me yalon ko woni ka tatu ka jibe ni nemune so nyoka ya mun la nyoka finally I approve adi ministry la menga ministry of finance because auditor buka present directly to national assembly. The ministry of finance is the one who will present audited reports financial reports of the financial accounts of the government will ka report present national assembly. So janu akasamaje auditor general katatu but auditor general fana ka men kisi ke jibe wala ñin dumbalan ko la do ko so imam on sa hanata that was the motive pour ka suppress it was suppress no because because suppress there will be leakages jannin do ko pare leakage bi dal ko tata do ko nga pare andu ngalo nga dum do ko ngam so je ko le me yalan ko akase atale ngana ngadi tele yesi ngolo ko kala ka wutar dendi andu le ka do ko tedina pour ndanga woke so ko yala ba kay ni mawdo ja findita ngata do ko te ke me yalan ko anyama. So obviously, ning alikta item kuntonkoti ito beti nyala lo konola. So I think Moses say maybe if that was the intention or the motive for bringing him, a filter will at some point. So bra filter wala mulekeno he has to put pressure to the ministry report that are pareta to be presented. Wala chance different kata dula kutun fanata ke kisi so kisi ko la ay mata bunda men bengal o kuma da bakere and woman ke bunda kutol for example GGC menkata the food fengo security fengo agency decided
wala managing director
exactly that managing director and then what were the allegations the aftermath of the 2021 election on because ngajel ko tiolo after le jang and then bim tiolo after sekolto kodo ni if you do your research you will find that almost over $30 million according to that institution was kind of unaccounted for. But you mean to go there by follow up can put kaje ko we murnang. But I mean there is no publication that mean ko ko mismanage ta ko la imurtanang. Ngajele ko sekol to jamaje makoro minister of 2023 kana 2024 la ngawu fana jele. But ko minister to momaje inato nyamenna. So obviously ning auditor general ko akata bla sifal kisi na men expect ye wala min to ko dal be lot of flaws me alon ko iba highlight laje. So ni okata 1 year before election o anu sanyan ko fana kana ko teke men ko tia sanyan ni sifati definitely mol la miraro abe fengelale abe masakunda batanda bakele ngajele ko ning let's say the gala ila ni last fengoni protesting ay mune expose je wala min to ko that looted asset according to them jamela fengol men fenketa then commission men tata atara min nyama ko ke nyamen na akam to ni silo manyuta. So fado obviously ni ya raje fana ko land survey he also highlighted that one also. Land management kenya nyamen de ka di nyadele. So just go back to Ministry of Local Government and Lands, the Kamalo issue abe jele. You go to the Jabang issue abe nyamen. So if a land allocation ke nyamen na ka audit abe more men hold accountable in government service in public service abe siala bakele. And people could be having like a conflict could be conflicted in that. Mol sitablo masakunda la kumbalto men alon they can be conflicted in that. So ni oketa urumuna sabula to the MPP and then the government itself ala impact ni abe negative la bakele. So you go and look at GRA, tax auditing. No, Nimbanko is a tax-based economy. So obviously, now look, ning wala do ko ika 20 billion raise a day for a year. Wala 19, wala 15 thank mostly nyanda kama expect wala minduko to do a thorough auditing of the institution because allegation na raje fana meta 300 Mr. Leje wono sifal fenyimal Mr. Leje million no konola. So obviously ning economic fair raise there must be loopholes me alon ko do ka likol kolla. So auditor la do ko be flat out lale. So new okata fana ko tek wo fana be perception men fana bill is going to be very 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 negative. So president pour nyinga fo ko president ya commandele nta da allegedly. That is
any central bank fana.
Of course central bank. We all heard about central bank even what we na karambatu lebeji. So men tara ngalonne. So ngalonne ko nyin ko do min fana tata di kam manol sang anyway India kenati ngalonne wo fan ka kidame that 100 million dollar nyin approved by the National Assembly da men dalon ko ka di businessman la ka pour ka fengol sang ani tour ma fengol woni sifal pour ka balo da sonandi wo be ni be ka fu nyoma ibala ni central bank ni je audit public trust ni abe jilare. So new okada we can mean expose role election year will approach come. So wala nande if you even voice can attest to that. 2 months before Ngani reveal, I got information call the ministry failed to approve new auditor la do ko pour kanyim report of present to the National Assembly. They want him to delay. So I have given an interview to the voice, but it might publish. You understand? So but let me give you information what more exactly auditor men for in 2021 election olu men kita je mansakunda la kodo ningo mansakunda mo la kodo na jamaa la kodo nying there is suspicion of baro la mansakunda nying ya usually for election matters. So ni auditor la auditing ke for asenata we be exposed lale and no exposed two things leveje. It's not about electoral consequences or alone. But this is going to be bilateral and multilateral partners, development partners. They will have serious alarms and doubts on this government. So the only thing Baro can do is to create that dialogue, attending auditor tema. Saying ko auditor nyanda ka flat outlay earlier while I resign. No, auditor did what he can. You know, to ensure ko ala job yung ayake independently because ama for force ikaya apply ako ya kuma le puru aya simulo ka kanake kun na abe mansakunda authority nyala wala be MPP la mansakunda ke katefo mena abe ko lan leblo ko lale. So ni yaje baro la taka bondiji akamuta ko auditor man so wala ni auditor so ndanu wala baro ta bondi laje. So baro lan engagement ning aning auditor ay engagement pura simulo wo menkang ni yaje bi ngaje ko ministry president usata akaya bondi leje pour ka minister palaso ta kadia nyingo amala minister palaso la alon ko woni ko sisolo le felta. So maybe baro je ko ninga minister palaso diala askeno je nse mo so je ko ko ma kanamana te kenya menna mense dance to my tunes, you understand, and allow these things to go before after 2026. But because you are forcefully ngajele 3 years report ya beka fino once you know bakola nyamo kola it have present to National Assembly. What that tells you bring something askeno he have anyway unconfirmed copies afan bulo kola on authorized on approved copies afan bulo kola and nimma nyin public sign thing about leak na will leak nimbe kala mituko anyway there can be tensions in the country. You understand? Most operators can protest against any mismanagement or looting of anyway public resources. You understand? So we have the minister in National Assembly but resign is one thing. I will agree that yes, definitely interference you can resign is one thing. But the other thing is to stand firm that I think this is right and I will do it this way. It is the right thing to do it. So unless and until I think Nama resign was wrong because he was forcing to do something that is right. And mang like limits. Man ala boundary I will bypass. Amantambi ala naniola. I menke anyantaka woleke. Wale munduko niko kana nyinke ngafa no luwa yin sembo na purun tenga nyinke andu be container puru ka ke. So ni on la dina fa niko hani la folem. Left ni lambe kala because left ni keno ito kunga mengen to keno manke na area te so ndeno wala ni okay akamunta ko ibena nte exposure then person na ta sembo ta manda kan forcefully kata ka pondije but nyimbe men ko men ko nyimba ko kan fatu mileno le kasara ta jam because forget about the auditor himself minister of finance from the in the space of 3 years kaje ko 110 billion Gambian dollars is woyata anastara silo manta ninga to man kasi ya besu sunyale but niko auditor ko yon ko ngani je fon man nyota for example itara badibu jaban kundani mandorite mo silo beje yo silo nyako do min ngamo fo do mo leta silo jibe ya quality min dara silo kanje ibana ko do min fota amanta silo kanje so that discrepancy is niya utara fon tema that means that yamen fonyen obviously na kisikiro la tarle wo manke wo silo la quality. So niya o his akamunto ko dong itasutuno la 100% wrong. Masakuna nenda kamingolo makakisikiro mlo noma. Dagi masakuna apo okay. Ni auditor la flag race at all the time until they go against the audit reports. They all go against those opinions and these are not mere opinions. These are opinions that are backed by facts.
Auditors are also human. They can get it wrong.
They don't get it wrong.
They got it wrong when it comes to the road construction audit.
Fatu, this bottle is costing $20, let's say, for example.
Yeah.
But the law says before you buy this bottle of water, you should go through Fatu and make sure that Fatu presents something to Honorable Dampa, ESA, as a process. But I find that I don't even take the route to Fatu. I go directly to Honorable Dampa.
Yeah.
So that's a flag race. Why? That's one fact. The second thing, if you say it's $20, is where is the evidence that back that this is $20. If you cannot provide me any receipt or any evidence that back the buying of this bottle of water, I can't tell you that you didn't buy it that way. Because before I confirm it from you, so personal la musula tamo, for example, air ticket.
Almost $1 million.
Almost. So and the is costing $400,000. So yaro ma fani. Ni men foyen, ya men detail la ka nga sani la. Bi the airline auto and awota ma tata maka watu menna. Ticket ko wa fini la. That tells me that the 600,000 that's men lata ndoka one of the 500,000 men lata 400 okang. It went somewhere different from the flight. Yeah, fam. So that's not a mere opinion. These are backed by facts. So after it will literally prove wrong by providing extra evidence that supported it in the process. Look at the fisheries ministry. 53 million in restricted areas ya final mela kulon kan ito ko ito on time block la but wo ko dem yata mo there's no evidence you deposited it in the consolidated account. So the amount deposit you should be able to show me the evidence because you are the final receiver of the money. Ninga tadi anda kuru fulan esa mai ninga di tele tendra fulan esa bara agande ya man futa esa ya where is the money? Meaning ka meter ninga kuru ila. So if you cannot provide any evidence means that the money remains with you use it personally. Look at the restricted area koteke ya kuno mutaji yangu 16.5 million dollars ni ijana kuno charge wala but there's no evidence ko biri yo kuno mutaji ka foka be fishing illegally then wo fana ko do jole and yamu but it was certain that yamu tal but there's no evidence ko do jole. The law says you have to pay $16.5 million. So if you don't show me evidence, what masla do you use to release that boat? So these are the the procedures and the process that bring the auditors to the conclusion that there's mismanagement or there is a kind of a bypass of the law.
Yeah.
And when that happens, obviously you don't own the money. It's a public fund.
Yeah.
The public says this is the route you should take. If you deviate that route, you will say you use your personal gain. So this is what is happening. But the comment like this borough government has done a lot of damage financially. They will not allow anything that will be a thorough auditing and publication of those audits in 2026 term. Nakata ati yung banko phone fala. No, ati banko phone fala because banko
saying I auto kam to baro right tale nga delay follow nga mago follow for the election oban.
That was, and I agree that was because those are baro language lemot. So that type of language is his language. Who doesn't know me tell along.
But I right tale ko.
No,
I thought banko watching.
No, but whether he's right, no. I'm a banko what in the sense ko atela interest ole beje.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
I banko in the sense le because banko don't ajela small come like for example.
Banko yeah more at least more
and that's not in his favor.
Yeah.
Always have an case for akata kun cause in our talent favor. But kula kata min gana warata wo chaos. So obviously atela jelo because this thing has been auditor la biamo ya neitandi. There are serious financial mismanagements. Ni auditor liya na do ko ke fa pareta baro la masla syndrome ni ngame ni woni ko ni ngada de akamunta ko banko ni nte basic no man to ko la do sina election tal no ka tinya. So this is conflicted mbapengo interest area me alonko. I don't think baro will allow any auditor to do that one. Well, I remove forcefully, but baro alonko I negating anyway the case is at the court. But for me it is purely illegal. And definitely I abuse of power ke ka auditor ni mbondi je woman ka sembo I mean na jida ate do kule kala jam mobile ala men wo before he had to do kule fo kala jang mobile mental ka fo do kule mo which is in line with public interest.